Roxo Media House.
Yeah, just trying to go out and get better every day. I think all the reps have helped me so much, just grow these last 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of practices, just getting out there and trying to get better each and every day, and just focusing on what I can do to keep improving. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm just excited to get out there and keep getting better with the guys and just see where we can take this thing.
This is Frogs Today Daily, and here's your host, the voice of the Frogs, Brian Estridge.
Frogs Today Daily starts right now. Practice number 9 here. Just concluded on a beautiful Monday in Fort Worth, and it was a good workout, too, for the Horned Frogs. Went a little shorter than normal here. Only about 15 practice periods today for Sonny Dykes' team. A little bit of a break after a grind on Friday and Saturday. Saturday, of course, we mentioned you had some scrimmage plays, live work going on. So today, longer meetings allowed them to sort of review that film from Saturday, then walk out here on the 9 o'clock hour or so on Monday. Just wrapped up practice number 9, did the Horned Frogs. And good news there was Sonny Dykes said he thought his offense was a lot better today. We mentioned after Saturday's practice, really Friday and Saturday of last week, the defense a little ahead of the offense. Well, Coach Dykes pointing out today the offense did a nice job recovering. Quarterbacks especially, he thought both Josh Hoover and Chandler Morris had big days here today for the Horned Frogs. All right, it's a regular week this week, Wednesday and Friday. No practice on Saturday. Coach wants to give them the Easter weekend off, he said, to celebrate with their families. So they'll wrap up Friday morning and then regroup again the following Monday, a week from today. All right, got a lot we got to get into here in Frogs Today Daily. By the way, Troy Calhoun, the Air Force head coach, was in town checking out practice today, watching that short game, that short passing game of Kendall Briles. But coming up, we're going to hear from a couple of Horned Frogs that will join us. We'll do offense and defense, including Josh Hoover, the Horned Frog quarterback. He'll join us coming up next. We had to break, though, with some sights from Panther City lacrosse, folks. That's right. Johnny Hodges, the Frog linebacker, was out at their game. Former lacrosse player in high school and at the Naval Academy. Here's a look at the Frog linebacker now enjoying himself at Dickies Arena as we go to break. More to come on Frogs Today Daily after this timeout.
We are so happy to welcome TCU athlete Johnny Hodges to the game tonight.
I think we're coming a long way. You know, how we started off spring versus today, a lot better, a lot more physical, a lot more energetic, a lot more competitive. People trying to earn spots, people trying to, prove who's like the alpha, who's the captains of the team. And I think we're coming along nice, I really like it, we're playing hard, and I think the coaches would say the same thing. From like a team standpoint and, veteran standpoint, you know what you're doing. Like, you know what to expect, what practice is going to be. The defense guys know the X's and O's, the offense is learning it, and then individually just, getting used to playing at this weight, getting used to playing at this size. When I got here, I gained like 30 pounds. So I was really big last year and a little slow, and just a lot faster this year, a lot more athletic. So I'm excited to show that off in the season. What am I working on the most? I just always speed. You always work on speed, getting faster, getting leaner, getting more athletic. I did good last year. Being available is another thing I'm working on, just really making sure my hamstrings are good, my knees are strong, calves, feet, all that stuff. So just so you're always available, always ready, and then you can always get more athletic and fast. All they care about is speed at the next level. So in that game against Georgia, that was a fast team. It felt like there was more people on the field than there really were. So it really gave you an eye-opening experience to what you got to get to that next level. I think the offense is going to be sick. So right now it's a little stagnant. They're learning, getting the X's and O's down, getting frustrated, picking fights, that sort of thing, which is what you want. They're competitive guys. They're Division I athletes. But, just the stuff they're running, it's a pro-style offense, arcing tight ends, giving the quarterback a chance to pull the ball. You never know where it's going to go. A lot of misdirection and, just really good receivers, really good routes. It's a very good offense. It's a lot more challenging to stop as a defender compared to last year's offense. But last year was a little more simple, but simple is not bad if you know what you're doing and it works. So once our guys get more confident with the scheme, it's going to be nuts. So that's the only way I can describe it. Oh man, I just love Fort Worth. I'm gonna live here for the rest of my life. They welcome me with open arms. My parents love it. They welcome my parents. Just a special place, and it's just so I'm so grateful to be able to put on for a city like this. It feels like home, and it's felt like home since the day I got here.
At Higginbotham, we put people first. So we simply start by listening to you. Whether you're searching for customized insurance, HR, or financial solutions to protect your home, car, health, business, or employees, our specialists are here to serve you, the people you care about, and your success. Higginbotham. Insurance, HR, and financial services. Inspired, by you.
Texas-based Happy Water offers the best-tasting, sugar-free kids drink ever made. Happy Water comes in 4 delicious flavors that you can find at local retailers and on Amazon. Each pouch contains 0 grams of sugar, 0 calories, and 0% juice. Head to happydrinks.com for more information and to purchase Happy Water. That's HAPIdrinks.com. Live happy, be happy, drink happy.
The Flying T Club provides the everyday TCU fan and alum the ability to specifically support TCU student athletes. Flying T Club offers 3 levels of memberships. The Flying T Club is a nonprofit organization supporting the brand development of TCU student athletes through a series of unique event-based networking opportunities, which are exclusive to our members. These events provide a great social engagement tool for our members and student athletes alike. Follow them on Instagram at Flying T Club or online at flyingtclub.com.
Welcome back into Frogs Today Daily. All right, let's head to the interview room where we had 2 Horned Frogs join us, one from defense, one from offense. We'll hear from Josh Hoover, the Frog quarterback, coming up. But first, defensive end Paul Oyewale joined us, and we had a chance to talk to him about how much more comfortable he is this year in Joe Gillespie's system as opposed to last year. Had a pretty good mentor ahead of him last year. Here's what he had to say.
Compared to last year, I feel a lot better. Just seeing Dylan go through everything, being like behind him and just watching him as a true freshman, that was like a lot of what I needed, and I feel a lot of growth.
In addition to feeling comfortable, it's also a knowledge of this defense that Paul says he's much further along with at this point.
Yeah, I definitely haven't mastered it yet, but from last year not really knowing much and then being here for a whole year, I feel a lot comfortable with it. Yeah.
We asked Paul Oyewale what he's improved on the most. A lot goes into this, obviously, playing defensive end here for Jamarcus McFarland, the D-line coach. We asked him what he's worked to get better at so far here in spring practice.
This spring, I feel like I'm just showing the coaches what I can do. Obviously it was practice 9. We're not done with spring yet, but I feel like I'm showing them that I'm on the right path.
Speaking of Coach McFarland, we love this answer from Paul. We asked him if he could describe his coaching style in one word. Paul was able to come up with a word, but I love how he expanded on the answer as well.
I say kind of gives a trust, a sense of trust, a sense of unity with the team. If you ask anybody in that D-line room, it's a family. And when you come in as a true freshman, you're kind of trying to see who you follow and that kind of thing. But McFarland he made a good job of setting the tone that this is family, this is Silverbacks. So I think trust is the number one way of his coaching style.
In addition to having great mentors along that defensive line and guys in the room with him, he also has a chance to face 2 pretty good offensive tackles, Coker and Coleman, for the Horned Frogs. Brandon and Andrew, of course, at offensive line, pushing him every day in practice, which he says is invaluable.
Dylan went against them all last year, and now I'm going against them they've had that experience, and just being able to go against them, kind of match up with them, I said it's helped tremendously.
Finally, and this could really be a consistent answer of every Horned Frog. We asked him about the impact that Kaz Kazadi, the strength coach for the Frogs, has had on his game and his change at defensive end.
Man, I can't even explain it. I just feel like my explosiveness, one thing I was kind of scared of was as I gained more weight, I would be kind of slower but stronger. But just training under him, I'm stronger, faster, more explosive. And that's kind of his motto, just be explosive.
Paul Oyewale joining us here from the interview room. It's hard, folks, to increase the level of talent on a roster and also increase a team's character. Somehow, some way, Sonny Dykes' group has done that this year. You heard from Paul. Now we get to hear from Josh Hoover out of Rockwall, the quarterback. Boy, what a difference a year has made for him. We asked him first about his days in high school and a similar system to what Kendall Briles is running here offensively.
There's some basic similarities, but I wouldn't say it's too in-depth. I mean, there are some surface-level things that I did in high school, but obviously Coach Briles takes it a step further than we did. But, yeah, I think having that basic knowledge helped me a little bit. But I would say there's some similarities, but we're doing some more stuff that's a little more complex than we were in high school. But, yeah, it's similar.
Similar in a lot of ways, but most similar is that quick passing game, the RPO game that Kendall Briles likes to run.
Yeah, lots of RPOs, lots of that stuff. So pretty familiar with that stuff, so that kind of helped me a little bit. But yeah, that definitely helped me in the start, just being familiar with all the RPO and quick game stuff.
One member of the media in that post-game interview room asked Josh about his changing body, the fact that he's cut weight, he's gotten stronger, he's gotten faster. Here's what he said about that.
Oh, it was huge. It started when I got here last year. I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be. I was in pain, I was hurting, I wasn't feeling good. And so we just went to work, and with all the help of Kaz and RJ and all those guys just helped me out from that standpoint. It changed my life, just changed the way I felt, changed the way I was moving, and just my confidence. So yeah, from day one, I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be, so we just went to work and tried to improve my body, and I'm still trying to improve, and I know I haven't hit my ceiling yet, so still trying to reach that point, but I've changed a lot. Yeah, speed work and then just losing weight. I think I lost like 25 pounds. So I lost quite a bit of weight, and that obviously that's going to help. I was carrying around a 25-pound plate, which is a little bit tougher to run around with, but yeah, speed work and just footwork and all that stuff just really helped me.
You know, we were talking earlier about mentors. Boy, did Josh Hoover have a good one. Roomed with Max Duggan on the road, and we asked about the impact that Max had last year in preparing him for this spring at quarterback.
I learned a lot. So I roomed with Max on the road or on the Alta games, and so I was able to kind of watch and see the way he approached it and see the way, you know, he handled the games and the situations. And so I think it was huge for me just watching. And I think playing scout team last year was the best thing that ever happened for me. I mean, in the moment, I didn't always love it, but looking back, it was the best thing that could have happened to me. So playing scout team and then just watching Max just go about that season and just his grit, his toughness, and the way he just led the team was a great example to me and all the other young guys.
Finally, we had to have fun with Josh Hoover because Kendall Briles throws out a bunch of different drills here, folks. As a quarterback coach, we ask him, hey, what's your favorite? What do you enjoy the most out of what Coach Briles is doing?
So the one that sticks out to me, I did in high school. I loved it. It helped me a lot with the quick release stuff. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's just a quick release drill. We'll turn around and throw it as fast as we can. We do all that quick release stuff. I think that's really beneficial, especially with all the RPO stuff that we do and all the quick game. That's the best drill for me, I think.
That's Josh Hoover, the Horned Frog quarterback, joining us here after practice number 9. He and Paul both in that interview room. I'll give you some insight into what we were talking about earlier. When the interview situation was over with, Paul walked by and shook every media member's hand. That's the kind of frogs that Sonny Dykes has here at TCU this year. All right, coming up on Wednesday, we're back with you with another edition of Frogs Today Daily. It's an usual week, Wednesday, Friday, no Saturday practice this week. Don't forget, spring ball happens a week from Friday. The spring game will. Friday Night Lights here in Fort Worth at Amon Carter Stadium. For our entire crew, thanks for joining us here today. Frogs Today Daily after practice number 9.
Roxo Media House.